Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. So be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, allow your mind, your body, your breathing to settle down itself. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body, please. Observe head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, guiding my words. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. Following my words, mentally relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. And release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. Now bring your attention to your whole body and observe head to toes and see is there any strong sensation or tightness, heaviness, any feelings. Just find a one place and observe it. Don't interfere with it. Don't disturb to it. Don't have any mental conversation. Don't comment on it. Just observe. It may increase or decrease or disappear or remain the same. And again, observe head to toes and find another place. One more time, observe head to toes. Change the place. Find another place. Wherever you feel sensation, tightness, heaviness. Bring attention to top of your head. Bring your mind to that place and see what you feel there. Mindfully recognize what you feel as your head. Bring attention to your shoulders. And you can use all the thoughts, ideas, words mentally. You can have a conversation yourself. Just try to explain just to yourself the feelings that you gain on your shoulders. So when you have that mental conversation, when you interpret the feelings through words yourself to your own mind, remember what kind of feelings you gain on your shoulders. Bring awareness to your back. Use all the words, interpretations, conversations. Be there with your mind and see what kind of feelings there. Maybe with the pressure, with the spine or the muscles, or maybe you have the contact with the chair or the cushion or the couch. Try to mentally experience the sensation or the feelings. In the surface level of your back and maybe little bit inside also. Look very carefully, like a scientist investigate through microscope. Mentally feel whatever the pressure or the pain or the heat. Be with it. Have any mental conversation yourself. Mentally, you can interfere with that feelings, but don't change it physically. And your chest and your abdominal area. Look into it very carefully and feel. Mentally try to understand. Mentally interfere with that sensation or the tightness, heaviness. Then you should know what kind of feelings you gain when you interfere with the mind. Look into it, don't afraid, it is your own body. Bring attention to the lower part of your body, your buttock, your thighs. Contact with the cushion or the chair, the couch, the pressure, heat. Feel it. See, you like it or not? Is it comfortable or not? Try to remember what kind of feelings you have. Maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow. If you want to remind, memorize yourself. What the feeling you gain when you sit for meditation. Watch your legs. Feel it. Mentally verbalize that feelings. Bring 100% interference with your mind. Remember that feelings. Bring your attention to your arms and your palms. Watch it very carefully. Feel it mentally. Have free conversation yourself. Try to explain yourself what kind of feelings you gain with your arms. Remember this. Now bring attention to your whole body and see what kind of feelings you gain. Sensation in your whole body. Try to understand, verbalize yourself. Mentally have a conversation and explain to yourself. And remember this posture and the feelings. So you have 100% mental interference with the physical posture. Use your whole mind to be busy with the body. Mentally try to understand it. Now allow your body to be itself and release your mind. Don't interfere. Just be with your mind itself and separate your mind from everything. And bring your attention to the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and just be with that sensation a little bit. See how calm your mind, how relaxed your mind. And see how calm your body. If you are mentally interference with any part of your body, remember how you felt. So once the mind separate from it and settle down itself, everything also go back to its own nature. So keep your mind without interference to anything. Let everything to be as it is. Find the one place wherever in your body, just let your mind to settle down there. Land there and completely be in rest. So reflect on yourself. If the mind interferes, you have different feelings. If you are mentally not interfere, you gain the peace. So just experience it. It is your choice. If you want the pain, any sensation, go to any part of your body and experience. Itself, what you experience is existence or the suffering. If you want the peace, tranquility state. Find any place you're breathing or any sensation, your posture. Just be with it. Now you are your own master. You have your own choice. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. To your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma practitioners, as human beings, we all are looking for happiness and satisfaction. So this happiness and satisfaction has a history. And it is sometimes people look in conventional life. And according to the Buddha's teaching, the happiness and satisfaction means your ultimate liberation, the Nibbana or the wisdom, or recognizing the ultimate truth regarding this whole existence that's mean about you. So to get into this truth, one of the important thing is you have to get into the balance. So that is very necessary, because you cannot observe even in conventional life or your spiritual life, you cannot observe or you cannot practice or you cannot recognize with the unbalanced mind, even with the unbalanced body. So then in the very first level, you have to come to understand and develop a very balanced conventional life. So when it comes to that, still, even though we have many kind of knowledge and experience through the generations to generations, and we came through many human civilizations, and today we have many kind of science and technological help, and there are many kind of pharmaceutical product, but still we are failed to find this physical balance. And more than any other time, and people having sleeping disorder, and more than any other time, the people having eating disorder. So more than any other time, people misbehave physically. See that even though we have all the facilities around us, still we fail to at least find this physical balance. And why this happened like this way? Because we mostly follows others' ideas and the information whichever we gather from the outside world. And more than any other time, you don't believe, especially these young people, and they don't like themselves, and they don't like the way they look, they don't like their own hair, the hair, they don't like their own nails, they don't like their own skin, they don't like their own figure. See that how it came to that kind of situation in the world. Even though we are through the machines, through the product, through all the ideas, even though we become better in our personal life, we're losing the balance. So then you have to think about it. It all over the world. It is more danger than this virus situation. And the people, and they are suffering without eating to keep their figure. They want to look more slim, more beautiful, because the way they look, they don't like. And because of that, when you stay hunger, when you hold the hunger for a while, and what happens, you become physically weak. that physical weakness effect for your mental weakness. Remember the ascetic Siddhartha, before he attained to the Buddhahood, went through 6 years, very difficult ascetic practice. He almost died. It is 2,600 years ago. And then what he understood. And you and me cannot, we didn't do that kind of hard things in our life. But what he went deeper and what he understood. Putting too much pressure on your body and giving hard time to your body, you cannot find the wisdom. So that is a very important lesson. You have to look yourself. Are you pushing the limits? Physically, forget about the spiritual goal. So then if you are physically become weak, what will happen? That weakness start to bring different kind of result. And then you become stressful, anxiety, depression. Why? Because you don't have the energy. And it just look that maybe, that you want to look like beautiful, what's the point? But inside you collapse. If you are collapsed inside, looking outside, the good doesn't make any sense. So then find the physical balance first. And the other thing is too much eating. There is no limit. And the obesity, and then you get the high blood pressure, cholesterol, and sugar, and many. So then find the balance. It is your own responsibility to keep some kind of discipline with you. Because without finding that physical balance, you cannot go beyond these physical things. First, you have to find that balance. It is very important. And always remember, this all related to your thoughts. And we think interference with the things. We feel good and eating and then, and the sleeping or even and escaping from that. We trying to find the good, but you have to understand your mind all over your body. And then if you are physically become weak, your mental state going to become weak. And if you are physically more uncomfortable with too much facilities, and that way also you're going to have a weak mind. So then in the very first level, get a very clear mental idea to find the balance with your physical body. And always keep look for that. And look for the feelings that you gain. If you feel weak, and then you have to eat. Don't have any conversation with the hunger. If anybody hungry, even the Buddha, if anybody hungry, the way before the Buddha gave the sermon, and the Buddha gave the food. So if anybody hungry, as you know, in animal world, the most of the animals attack because of the hunger or the fear. Otherwise, they don't. It doesn't matter whatever the dangerous animal, they attack because of the two things mostly. One is the hunger, and other one is the fear. So the same thing, that the same behavior we also have. So then you have to look yourself. The anger has a deeper relationship with the anger. And even that if you keep anyone hungry, and that person very easily get angry. So then you have to look into yourself also. So don't remain hungry too long. And if you are hungry, eat something and don't eat too much. Eating is nothing wrong because all living beings depend on food. But the problem is we eat too much or we eat little. So then first find the balance with the physical. Don't sleep too much or don't sleep little. So like that in the physical world, find the balance. And when you are physically become balanced, your mental state going to become different. So that difference means once the physically you become balanced, your mind start to come to a natural level of balance. And in that level, the mind feel more comfort. So that physical comfort, that whatever you feel in your mind with your body is very necessary to go deeper into this spiritual investigation, because you need so much energy. With the weak mind, you cannot observe. Remember that. Even don't allow anyone to do it. Weak mind, with the weak mind, disturbed mind, you cannot recognize the reality. So another thing is, now you observe and experience. When the mind interferes with something, then that what you feel going to be different. So if you are mentally not interfere, you're not going to feel that way. In meditation, it is called mano sampassaya. The mano means mind, sampassaya means interference, association. Settle down with it. It's kind of like a hugging, grasping, clinging. So if the mind doesn't do it, the whatever that you physically feel, it's not going to bring kind of like a strong feedback to think about it. So the deeply, the behavior of the mind bring this all the result to you. So then remember in your life that whatever you physically even feel, and whatever you feel regarding your life also, always underneath this all, you have mental interference. Mentally, you are there. Mentally, you are hugging, grasping, clinging to that. So, if you experience this and if you recognize that, you know how to maintain your mind with less interference. So the mind itself is another way we call the samsara. The suffering itself means the way we think, not the way things happens. Things happen as they are. But whatever the situation, when we interfere with the mind, that interpretation is going to bring the suffering to us. So in day-to-day life, then remember, whatever come to you, if it is bringing you hard, difficult, sad, worry feelings, the very first level you remember, it because the way you interfere with it. So otherwise, you're not going to get that kind of feelings. So the mind is kind of like the electricity. You know, that electricity, when it runs through the wire in a certain level, if only one single wire, in a certain level, what will happen? The strength of the electricity or the current become weaker. If it is go through a single wire in a certain level, like 100 feet, 200 feet, and a kind of like that, and according to the strength of the wire, so it become weaker. So then what normally we see, the transformers and the joints, and the transformer create, it bring the current or the electricity, and it is recharged there, rebuild it, and then from that, before it drop, and then it start to transform and send it to other place. Then before there it drop, it bring and recharge and send. So the mind the same. If it doesn't recharge, if it is going just in a kind of like a single thought, the power of the thought drop. That means any kind of mind or the thought or the desire, if it is single, just its own way, it become weaker. So then what happened? Unknowingly, because of our thinking pattern, the way we think and associate with the feelings, and it start to multiply. So it's kind of like the thoughts, another way, it's kind of like a transformers. And the flow recharge. So when the flow recharge, and it's kind of like it's conditioned by the vitality, that's the recharging itself, called the vitality, energy. So that energy or the vitality conditioned by the heat. When you die, when the mind disappears, when the consciousness disappear from you, one of the very first thing happening to your body is it start to get cold. And the desire, the feelings, wanting, keep your heat up. So it, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with the blood, it always keep this current flow inside you. And that flow itself we call the life force, vitality, energy. And it brings the heat. So when the thoughts become more and more and more, what happening, that heat become more and more higher. So when the heat go up, and sometimes it sabotaged to its own system, and then the system collapse. That collapsing moment we call unbalance. And that is where you get angry, sad, disappointed, worry. So like that. Why? Because unknowingly your thinking pattern became more stronger. And then the heat go up. Like as example, when you become lazy, when you sleepy, your blood pressure doesn't go higher. But when you get angry, the more lust, the more desire. See what happened? You're sweating, you're feeling high. When you feel lazy, you don't feel high. That it doesn't go to. So that is one thing. And then other one is when the thinking pattern become too slow, that because of the laziness, sleepiness. And that way also, the deeper the vitality, because it conditioned by the heat, it need a certain kind of flow. When you slow down the flow, and what happening, the physically you start to feel lethargic, lazy, and that sleepiness again sabotaged to your mind. So then when it comes to the tranquility state, your awareness start to work 100%, and the thinking pattern become more and slow. And what happening there, your thinking pattern become slow, but the energy of your body completely interfere with the awareness. So awareness and the thinking, the thoughts, two different things. So now in the conventional way of energy, the behavior is we always interfere with the thoughts. But once you come to the balance with the physical balance in this very conventional way of balance, what happening, you have ability to transfer this energy, because it in a conventional way, it's always related to the mind and the thinking pattern. So that's why when the mind, when we have too many busy mind, your current go higher, and if it is low, the pressure, the current go low. But once you keep in the mid balance, what happening in a certain level, you have power to transfer this thinking energy to awareness. So once you bring your thinking energy, because now in conventional life as ordinary people, our body run by the connecting with the mind. So then it with the thoughts. So once you come to the balance, in that level, you have ability to transfer it to awareness. Because the awareness comes as a result of your physical mental balance. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. So once that you turn that, once you activate your awareness, what's happening, your physical start to follow the flow of awareness, dropping the pattern of the thoughts. And then it start to go with that flow, and then it not depending or responding to the thought. So that is tranquility state. And that is where your body, your mind, your entire nerve system, sympathetic nerve system, parasympathetic nerve system, all the electron, neutron, proton, atom, this everything, and start to connect it to the awareness. So the awareness means it is not only one point, your whole body going to have that awareness. So it like this. This is how it's kind of like you activate your whole body. Now, when you are seeing something in front of you, that it is through your eye. So, and when you touch from your right hand, it is, you feel it's on your right arm. It's very limited. That is the very physical way of understanding. But when it comes to the awareness, once you open the awareness, thus as imagine that somebody go in front of you. So then there is ability that you can see through your eyes. But when you have the complete awareness, 100% fully activate, and the body connecting with the awareness, dropping the thoughts, what happening? Even somebody go behind you, you can feel it. See that, so that it is, you are not going to be very limited to only one organ. So even the sound comes, and sometimes, as you know, in a very conventional way of the sound comes, sometimes if something that coming from right side, you can hear it more properly, and your left side cannot hear. But when you come to the complete awareness, understand this very carefully. When it comes to the very clear awareness, what will happen? Your right and left get the same level of hearing. So like that, you activate your whole body when you connect it to the awareness. But in the very first level, to get into that, what you need to do, you have to bring the physical mental balance in very conventional level. So whatever you do, and be mindful and develop that balance. Don't allow to collapse inside you. Keep the physical comfort. Don't be with less energy. That is not with the Buddhism. You cannot go to this practice giving hard time to your body. 2,600 years ago, Buddha gave this science to the world, but still we fail to understand that or follow it. Why? Because of we want to look more beautiful, more shape, get the shape. Why? Because the self-centered mind, and the self-centered mind bring the desires. And the desire, when you go with the desires, it sabotages you and it collapses inside. You become more disappointed, miserable, unhappy person deeper inside you because you want to look beautiful. See, that's what's happening. So then in conventionally try to develop the balance. And once you get that conventional balance, and remember, it slowly help for you to gain the spiritual balance. Of course, you have to practice for that, but it at the same time, remember, forgetting the conventional life, you cannot get into spiritual development. That is the Buddha's teaching. That is one of the major important thing you have to understand. Forgetting, criticizing, attacking, destroying, resisting the conventional life. There is no way you can gain spiritual development. And finding the balance with the conventional, and that balance will give you certain understanding. With that understanding, you can go to the next level. So then remember yourself in day-to-day life, especially when you feel that yourself and listen to that and see what you feel, why you feel like that way, and then work for that. So you are your own teacher. So you have to understand how to behave yourself. And that itself will help you to develop deeper insight. So in day-to-day life, with the physical activities, and then remember, it also become part of your spiritual practice. The way you maintain your physical is the beginning of your spirituality. So don't destroy that foundation, and find the balance and keep that balance and maintain that balance in a certain level. When you find that balance itself mean you awaken your awareness. When you look for the balance itself inside you, you tune to the awareness, because without awareness, you cannot get the balance. So from there, then you can go to the next level. So with that, I bless upon. With this all the good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi dīghāyuko bhava. Ittavata ca ammihi sampadang punya sampadang. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu.